sent one email, and not even a couple months later, I was racing my first rally.
Finish. Nice. Let's go. I ran out of brakes.
This is a story that unfolded unexpectedly where I had the opportunity to go all in racing rally for the first time. It had crazy ups and downs. We prepped for an entire week leading up where we were in a place totally across the country from where I live. Rally racing is expensive, so intense. There's a lot of lead up to make it happen, and feels completely out of reach for people like myself from the outside looking in, trying to get into it. At the end of this video, I partnered up with some awesome companies to come up with a solution to help you guys step into this right from your home. So stick around till the end, and I'm gonna give you something awesome that you can get into right away and fill this void you have, like I personally did until I did this. Since I was as young as I could remember, I was totally called to the adventure of racing rally. Literally, I can remember Colin McRae flipping the Subaru in 06 at X Games, and I was already hooked on the whole thing, and I saw that and I was like, this is it. I was around 8 years old when I was like, before I die, I have to experience driving rally. There's no option. In 2021, I hit a moment in time where I was just like, what am I waiting for? Like, what am I doing? One of my friends, I was talking about this idea I have for Karma Speed, and they're like, why are you gonna wait? Just do it now, like figure it out. And I was like, you're right. And then before that idea, I was like, rally is just that thing where I'm just like, dude, like, I took the first step. I hopped on YouTube just like anyone else. I wanted to learn, how does the stages work? How does the timing work? How does the navigation work? The co-driving? What are the fees? What are the specs for the cars, the roll cage, like all the details to just get into. I was like, let me just take the first step. That's the hardest thing. And then I'm just gonna dream it into reality. One YouTube search, one night, quickly found out about something called Team O'Neill Rally School. They have an awesome YouTube channel, tons of helpful content, like the best channel I found that could give me all the answers I need to know to get into the sport. And I was like, I really like these guys. And they happen to have a school to teach you how to do exactly what I'm dying to do. Awesome facility, awesome content. There's somewhere that exists I can just show up and learn everything in a week. This is incredible. I'm all the way on the other side of the country. Had no clue about this. So I thought to myself, I've been building this YouTube channel for 4 years. Why not just shoot him an email and see if we can work together, make this dream of mine come to reality. So I typed up a huge story of how passionate I was and just boop, sent it off. Sure enough, Koo, who we got to know, hit me back right away. He said, let's talk. We talked, we hit it off. Carl, Chris, and Koo, the higher ups at Team O'Neill that make the decisions. Next thing I know, see them shortly after at SEMA 2021, get to meet them in person. A couple weeks after that, I am in New Hampshire at Team O'Neill Rally School, getting a tour of the founder Tim O'Neill's personal shop, car collection, all of it, the day before I start their week-long rally school. I saw one of his rally cars in his collection outside. That was rather special.
That's my first car.
Mazda Speed 3?
Yeah.
There it is. We could take that this weekend.
This thing run?
Yeah. It's not quite ready, but this thing won the 2012 or 11 championship.
Are you being no, it doesn't have a second seat in it. We can't take it.
You got plenty of seats. Shaking down, yes. It says just work, you know.
The stakes are high. I need to learn how to drive all week. My dad needs to learn how to co-drive, navigate, read stage notes. And it's no joke. It is so much harder in real life than it is in video games, what you would think it would be.
Turn left 2, don't overshoot 50.
Missed it.
Left 2.
Yeah, we're gonna make it release the brake. See if we can back up a little bit.
It's wild driving on a loose surface. And that's why there's a 5-day school on it, because you need it.
On right, get your right, don't go too fast.
At least if you want to learn to go fast and get skill quickly and do it safely. It's a lot easier to pay for the school up front, do it, and then that will teach you how not to total your car. So you'll be money ahead. This car is much, much faster than the school cars, so that's a little bit of a risk. And I do not want to send the founder of Tim O'Neill's Mazda Speed 3 into the tree. This is all super exciting, but we only have an entire week after school. There's a lot to do and a lot of iffy moments to come. To top it off, there's one problem that keeps haunting Tim, and that has to get fixed hopefully before we go race, or it has to work somehow. There's some electrical problem and it sends the car into limp mode randomly. It'll work for a little bit and then go into limp mode, and we gotta figure it out.
More of what you saw down there. Is it a plug into a harness? Is it a plug into...
Dwayne thinks it was the connection. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's fine. So earlier when I was...
Tim is leading the ship on getting us racing for the first time alongside the whole team to make sure we know what we are doing and bring his car back in one piece, and also bring this dream of mine that I explained in my first email I sent out to complete reality with my dad right alongside me. The journey. It's Saturday, the day before the race. We've got to learn how to navigate. We gotta learn how to do time cards. We gotta get the car dialed in and make sure it's working and do everything we can to get rid of that electrical fault that's sending us into limp mode randomly.
We can loosen them. I mean, you can loosen them. You can go down to here, right?
Does this feel comfortable?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Bogey and the
15
stage time.
15 minutes to 11:42, 13.3.
And that's why it's deceptive. Okay? It's probably like a Y in the road.
Kind of in sequences, right?
Yeah. So distances is in multiples of 10. 30 is usually your smallest distance.
Crest.
Crest.
Right
Right 5.
Did it say deceptive on that, Dad, or not?
It's caution.
Caution. Tight?
No?
All day long. What is this about? I know, it's funny. Last day here in New Hampshire, it's all or nothing. Might be race car drivers, might race a rally, might not. We're getting there early to find out.
It's race day. No idea if the car is gonna run. We never figured out that limp mode problem. We tried everything that we could with the time that we had. Right now, all that matters is that we finish. Finishing is the name of the game of rally. It's easy to go fast, which is easier to break stuff, easier to toss the car into a tree. Can we finish? Understanding the car mechanically, understanding how to drive. Those two things in an off-road situation in cars like this going that fast, it's not something to take lightly when you're in the hot seat. You have every element against you to break or wreck the car. Driver's meeting.
What do I do?
Pull like right here.
I run a little bit slower than usual. All the workers.
This is the sequence order. We are number 25 of 28. Now we're about to do recce.
Recce, which is like pre-running the stage. The first recce, there was snowfall on the ground, the sun was coming through with the sunrise. It was something I'll never forget. One of the most beautiful things, just cruising down this road, just in disbelief that this was actually happening and we're about to start getting down on these roads. Time we line up for the first stage. I am nervous, so much so I made a mistake in the first corner.
That's not good. I gotta pee.
Jays. Yeah, it's a yump. So everything's a yump. And you've got to be yoking. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
A yump.
I floored it at full lock almost, turning the wheel, and broke an axle. Was it week before? I don't know. It had been sitting for a long time. Who knows what? I'm pretty sure it's my fault. Pretty sure Tim told me not to do this, but my nerves were so high, I didn't remember anything because I was just like, what is happening? We're beat up, we're bummed, we're like, dude, first corner, we're all the way over here. We went through that all week. Tim comes and says, I think I have a spare axle at my personal shop at my house down the road. I'm gonna go look. My rally car's broken. I can't race. I'm gonna go with Koo and see if we can find the parts right now. I'm like, there is no way. I know Tim has a lot of stuff in his shop, but he shows up with the parts.
All good? So, going uphill on a corner is the worst thing for front-wheel drive.
It might have been my fault then.
Because you're giving it gas. Well, I should have checked steering angle and droop. On a wheel. All I can do is see you trying better. Getting in the splines. Awful bossy, you know, his first day on the job.
Check on Pete and the Gallant. How you guys doing?
Sorry, how your axle, bro?
Yeah. I know. It's just
It's too easy to come out.
fixed, just pulled up to time control. One more car in front of us, about 2 minutes till we take off. I think it's the second time running it, and we did not go to recce, so we do not know where we're going, which makes it even better.
Easy up start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start 100. Stay left. Press 20. Press into right. right up car, crest, left turn, over crest, turns right, 5, right 5, don't cut.
After this crest right here, the speed started to kick in, and this is that moment when life doesn't even feel real. Like you're in some sort of trance. There is nothing, absolutely nothing else like this feeling in the entire world. Right next to my dad, my best friend, hoping that this car won't go into limp mode in the middle of this stage, and that this is actually happening in a day I will never forget.
Caution, left 5, short. Right 5, crest, yep. Left, short, okay.
Going up 3.
Quickly, right after this, my dad was put on the spot with navigation.
To right turn. Over crest, where are we? R6.
Crest long left.
Left, road, okay, right 5. Road left, there we go. Narrows 4, over crest 30. Left 4, through junction. Into right, left.
Right.
Oh, right 4. Crest 30 into right 5.
Even more quickly after that, I was starting to realize that I needed to pay even more attention to what he was saying and make sure that he's on top of it so that I don't slip up and not notice something.
Chicane, 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 chicane. Into left 5, 70. Right 5.
Hairpin right here.
Hairpin right here. Keep going. Okay, right there. That's it.
That was so sick.
How was that chicane?
Dude.
Came in sideways on that chicane.
We head back to the bottom. We're doing that stage again. It was a lot smoother and we're starting to get it together.
Left 4, over crest, turn right 5, take it easy, first time, second time, left 5, short over crest, onto right 5 short, left 5, over crest, very long, into chicane, the short, left, no gas, no gas.
I can smell the brakes on that one.
We're on to the next stage. We have a little bit of recce and we're taking some more speed into it. We ran into some traffic that slowed us down.
We finished stage 2. We are doing recce for stage 3. This one's a little longer.
3.2 miles.
Our last one was like 2.01. We'll see how this goes.
Start 40, left 3. Right 4, left 4, 3, left 3, crest, into left 4, the left 5, long uphill, crest, left L4, short, jump,
Repeat.
left full 5, over crest, crest into left 4, jump down, right turn, short 50.
Oh, we're smoking.
Yep.
Whoa, what's going on? Can I pull over? No hot.
Finish. Right there's finish.
Smoking again, dude.
Really?
We finished, we're in good shape, we're ready to run it back, and we're starting one car ahead, but we had something happen where we're on our way back to start this stage over again on the road back up to the top, and the car was going into limp mode and we didn't know what was going to happen. All the way up till the starting point, it was in limp mode, starting the car, it would go away for a second, then come back. It's not looking good, looking like the day's over. We say, you know what? Let's just pull up to the start line and see what happens. Right before we were about to go, the limb mode shuts off. It's completely unpredictable at this point, and I can't believe it pulled through. This day couldn't have been any more meant to be. This time, look out for some areas we catch some air. Coolest feeling ever.
Start 40, left 3, right 4. Left 4 over crest. Right 4 over crest. Left 5, short 100. Left 4, no cut. Crest into right 5. Narrow. 3 down, bumps. Right 5, long, downhill. Crest, R2, crest. Left 3, over crest, right. Over crest, keeps. Left 6. Doing good. Left 6. Okay, this is the jump right here. Into left 4. Left 4, no cut. Into left 5. Left 5, crest. Caution, right 5, short. Crest into left 3. Right 4, over crest, into jump, left 4, into right turn, into right turn, into left 4, to jump, turn right 4, caution, left 5, short over crest, slow down, short, no cut, to left. Left 5 over short crest, here, left, woo, sweet, left 3, into, there's finish right there, finish. Woo, nice job.
Let's go! I ran out of brakes on that one.
13.3.
The brakes are hot a little bit. We're smoking.
Nice, dude. Last one.
Dude, we were ripping.
Yeah.
Unreal, unmatched energy, vibes, any way you want to put it. I'm hooked for life. So if anyone from Team O'Neill's watching this, thank you for a week of my life that I've thought about since I was 12 years old. Thank you. That was one of the coolest weeks of my entire life. We ended our trip off with a little dinner with the Team O'Neill guys and headed back to Phoenix, Arizona. And I have something for you though if you want to get into this. Check out this setup I have at my house now to get you one step closer to rally racing. You know about Team O'Neill now, and if you follow along with this journey of now how am I gonna go racing on a regular basis, I will be documenting here, sharing you my experiences, what I'm doing to attempt to get more into rally. Hit that subscribe button if you like that idea. Check out this setup that you're probably gonna want at your house. As soon as I got back, I really wanted to drive again. I hit up Thrustmaster and Next Level Racing and said, hey, can you help me put together a rig that feels like a cockpit, an actual good setup so I can get some seat time that feels way more realistic than I expected, especially with rally. Your left foot braking and front wheel drive and all wheel drive and rear wheel drive, it's all the same as the school. This is an awesome setup, single monitor stand, Xbox, new Thrustmaster T248 setup. Check this out. lot that goes into rally racing. It's not something that you can just pick up and do, but you could click the links in the description with what I'm about to tell you about, order it, and it'd be at your house in a week, put it together, and be doing these things, practicing how to drive the same exact way you're seeing in this video. So I wanna give you a solution to scratching that itch of what is rally racing like with a couple simple products and a setup that we just got in the Karma Speed barn. Quick breakdown, Vizio soundbar on the back of our single monitor stand from Next Level Racing. I have an LG monitor that I had. I'm gonna kind of give you a breakdown of what setup is the most identical to what you're seeing racing in today's video. The pedals is a new setup. You can see this huge spring on the back of the brake pedal. Feels really good. Like the difference between like 10% and 50% is like super significant, just like it'd be in real life. Plate right here that you can attach a handbrake and a shifter to. So the main most important thing of this whole rig is really just having the Next Level Racing rig to give you that cockpit feel, and then getting something beginner level like this from Thrustmaster, something that won't break the bank and it can get you in, and it's still very, very realistic. But the rig is the most thing that I've enjoyed the most, and then the Thrustmaster has just been an awesome solution to just get into it, and then we can slowly start upgrading. The rig is kind of a one and done deal, and you want to purchase it right out the gate. The seat can actually slide back and forth like a real car, so it doesn't matter how tall or short you are, you can make it fit. You can adjust the feet pedals, the whole thing. You can adjust the angle of the steering wheel. There's quite a few dirt games, but Dirt Rally 2.0 is the latest one. Let's dive into the setup that I recommend that is super realistic compared to what you're seeing in this video, with the front wheel drive Mazda Speed 3, 300-ish horsepower, and the braking and throttle and everything about it is super accurate. I've been having a lot of fun driving with this setup. Volkswagen Golf kit car. So when you start driving, what I'm talking about it being so realistic is, one, you have the really good feedback of the Thrustmaster wheel that I've been enjoying. Steer and you hit something, it kind of straightens it out, or acts like real life, like it would be. But the main thing is down here on the pedals, with front wheel drive cars, you're using your brake to do a lot of the steering because it's front wheel drive, and that sounds kind of weird. I'm on the gas like they teach you at rally school, but then when I need the car to turn, I'm really applying brake pressure, modulating it on and off at the same time I'm keeping the throttle on. So that's how you can see in the game, the car will steer as you apply brake pressure, and it's literally the same as real life, and so it makes it very, very fun. And it's something that I would do a ton before I were to go race again, to make sure that I'm fresh, I'm feeling good, and I'm confident. So what's cool about the single monitor is I can do like a hood view or inside the cab, and then it just feels like the car is right in front of me, as you can see.
3 left long, opens up a crest, caution, 6 left of a small jump to keep middle of a crest, into 5 right of a crest.
The uncut footage is right here of us racing, my dad getting better at the stage notes, me getting better at driving, him struggling in places, me struggling in places, us just kind of figuring it all out. You can see the actual pace and really get a grip on what it's like to drive. Full uncut footage of all the stages combined right here. We'll see you over on this video.